everybody. I'm trying to change up everything a little bit. This is AJ the CEO. Thank you for stopping by. This is our weekly Q&A with AJ, where we're going to be answering some questions, chatting with y'all that are on the chat and everything like that. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I'm looking at the lines. It shows that the audio is fine. Please let me know in the comments, which I am watching right now, and to make sure that y'all can hear me. And let me make sure my chat is working here. We come over to this. Nope, that's the wrong button. Hold on. Let's get our, oh, is it this one? Yeah, there we go. So now we can see our chat and stuff like that. So cool. So we testing out everything. So hopefully y'all can hear me fine. I do have a fan under the table facing up, so please let me know. First off, again, hello everybody. Let me go ahead and do some shout outs and hellos to everybody here on the group. Let's see. We got Albert M. Martin, hello. Dekeisha Jackson, hello. Jamie, hello. Malcolm, hello. Adwal, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, hello. Ace Brian, hello. Terry, hello. Hello everybody. So again, this is my weekly, hopefully more consistently, Q&A show where I'm asking some of y'all get a chance to drop and send a message to me saying hello. My door's locked, and all this other good stuff. And my phone is not near me, so oh well. So let's go ahead and get started. And I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm trying to work towards this is more on a certain time. I know we have people all over the world, but the good thing is they can always chime back in. So let's go back to the top of the chat here, and I'm gonna look at Albert's. He said, I did my first live broadcast of a worship service today on Facebook Live, but quite a few people said that the video was fine, but no audio. It was a pre-recorded video. Okay, Albert, if you don't mind, email me. That's questions@ajhomes.com. Send me a link to what your Facebook is, and we can try and diagnose that outside of this. All right. Like I said, hello, Dekeisha. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Hey, AJ, question. When using the Elgato Cam link, how do I connect it to my laptop to stream live? This is for my church worship service. Okay, give me a half a second. All right, here we go. So if I was grabbing mine here. So the Elgato Cam link, this is the one that I need to send to a viewer that I promised. Pretty much the way it works is you're gonna be connecting this over USB. It needs to be USB 3.0, and then you just connect your camera, whatever type of HDMI in, and that's pretty much it. Going through, if you go through the what was it? The how to stream live church services video that I have. This will be your capture device. You need to make sure you have all the drivers and everything installed, and it should just show up. So that's mainly it. Make sure it is USB 3.0 because the software will tell you if it does not work. So really straightforward for that one. Let me know, Dekeisha, if it was something more in detail that you need for that. Adwal, I'm sorry again if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Let's go back here to the comments here. How can I make the live stream video on YouTube clear? I need some more explanation on that. What do you mean by clear? Because when you go in on your video, so let me open up OBS over here. Boom, and of course we're going on into infinity. Let me turn off my picture-in-picture here. So inside of here, there are a few things that you can do to correct video quality if that's the case. So if we come over here to settings, the first thing is your video here. What's your resolution first off? What's your frame rate, frames per second? And then if we go up here to output, your video bit rate is going to be the quality of the video that's going out. You need to play with those numbers. So it's kind of hard for me to say, give you a direct answer on what you could do to make it better, because I have honestly no idea what direction that you're coming from with that. And let me go in here into my ATEM, and I need to turn that off. I don't want it to always keep holding my lower third there. Let me turn that off for a second. Drop transition, yes. And I'm probably gonna come back and change that again because it's just right now I don't need it. Close and close. All right, let me go back here on our chat that we got. And hello again, Ace. Brian Woolley. Hi, AJ. Do you have any suggestions for mirrorless camera or DSLR for live streaming? Honestly, yes. I wanted to get this camera. I've ordered it 3 times and then canceled it because something else has come up. But ultimately, I really want to get this camera because I think with its features, I think it's really good. And honestly, I wanted to get this for an upgrade for my live stream camera, but I ended up changing it because I decided to put the funds back into the 4K video editing system that I'm giving away when we hit 20,000 subscribers. So give me a second to pull this up, and I think it's the ZX, hold on, Sony vlog camera. It's a big Sony camera that everybody has been talking about recently. Here it goes. And it is, oh, wait a minute, y'all can't see this because I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. All right, so this is the Sony ZV-1 digital camera, perfect for vlogging and all this other stuff like that, which I think is really cool. And it comes with a tripod built in over Bluetooth, and it does support being able to connect it to your computer so that you can live stream with it. It's a 4K camera, really great. And I really want to upgrade to this, but got to make sure we handle some priorities first before we go in that direction. After I finish a project next week, I might move to this, but we don't know. But this is a great camera that a lot of people are singing their praises of how great this camera is for vlogging, as well as doing kind of point and shoot type of video work. And it's very tiny and it's very light. It can actually fit in your pocket. Really want to get one. I actually had to start upgrading my pastor's computer today, so I ended up ordering his stuff. So technically, I could have bought it today, finishing up some projects, but we'll get his stuff first, and when I get refunded back for that stuff, I might get this. But that is a great camera that I am really personally looking forward to, and I think would be really great for that. And there we go. All right. So that's cool. So let's go back over to here. And I will put a link in the chat about that as well too. Let's see. Albert M says, by the way, great site. Thank you. Ace, is it possible to premiere my pre-recorded video and wait for it to go live by itself? Why, yes. That's what I did in my most recent video. Do that all the time, plenty of times. So yes, you can. Terry Roberts Sr., okay, saying audio is working. See, I'm going back to previous, so I'm a little behind if y'all are doing comments now. Dr. A. Reginald Littman, what recommendations do you have for choosing the focus of a YouTube channel? Now, I'll be honest with you. For that, it all, hold on, I'm hitting the wrong button here. I'm bouncing in between the ATEM Mini Pro as well as my OBS stuff. Your focus, honestly, is what can you do for your channel? What can you talk about when no one's watching? As in, like, I was teaching media ministry stuff here on this channel when no one was watching because I'm passionate about it. That's what my focus is. When you're doing your YouTube channel, whether it be for church or for anything else, you need to niche down. Most people think, oh, I need to be wide so I can reach so many people. It doesn't work that way. The more narrow your focus is, that's where you reach more people. So when y'all come to my channel, what do y'all think is going to be on my channel? Media ministry, technology, talking from a church perspective. That's what I talk about. There's no chance of you coming here talking about Teslas and engines. Even though I like Teslas and all this other stuff, I don't talk about that here. I talk about media ministry and technology and bridging the gap between those to reach the world. That's what my channel is about, because that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I can talk about even if I'm not behind the camera. That needs to be something of your focus. So if yours happens to be Bible study, that's what you hang your hat on. That's what I do. So your focus is kind of hard for me to say, but again, your focus should be something that you are passionate about, that you can talk about even when no one's watching, because when you first get started, majority of the time, no one's really watching until you build up a reputation in the algorithm on YouTube to where people know to come to you for said subject. So, Dr. Littman, hopefully that helps. Jamie says, I'm Judah. Okay. Kurt, your audio level is really low. It was low in the intro video also. Hold on, let me turn the boost up here. And let me crank up the audio on the computer. Crank that up a little bit more. Hopefully that's fine. I am using my boom mic today. If not, I can hook up my wireless. And I was saying, where's my phone? It was right here in front of me. So let's go to our next one over here. Let's see. Jamie, how to reduce the surrounding noise while taking video on OBS? Honestly, you can put a mic on the person, but you have to control the environment. Like right now where I'm at, I'm kind of echoey, so I'm just gonna start working on that. I actually am ordering a new microphone that should be here, and I'm gonna see how that works. Supposedly it's supposed to help a lot more. I use the shotgun. I like the wireless Rode mic. And there's nothing the matter with that. It's just, I use that for when I'm going around, and then it just, I know it sounds like I'm being lazy. It just takes a while to set that up and then break it down. I like to have all my stuff here that I don't have to keep breaking that down. So I come here to record, everything is here. I don't have to go through bags and unpack and all this other stuff. That's just me. But you have to control the environment. The best way to isolate the sound is get a mic that's on the person that you're talking to isolate it as best as you can, or isolate all the sounds that are going on. Like right now, I have a window here. I can't control anything outside of that, but I try to isolate as much as possible. Streets of Destiny. Oh, let you know, Streets of Destiny. I did get your email. I just been running around. I will respond to you once this is over. Hello from the Streets of Destiny Church, Phoenix, Arizona. Hello. Edward, I have really enjoyed your tutorials. Thank you, sir. D. Johnson, hey, what's up? Watching from Phoenix. Hello, hello. Josh, I'm pretty familiar with OBS, and our church has just bought an A10 Mini Pro. Awesome. How difficult would it be for me to transition? Not really that hard. If you're familiar with OBS, just realize that the transitions and everything that you're doing in OBS and the software can be done with the A10. Like right now, I'm using OBS, but everything you're seeing right now, I could do with the A10 Mini Pro. It's just I already had it set up. So I just haven't transitioned because honestly, I don't really have a need for it. Can the A10 Mini Pro, because if you went back in my older videos, I didn't think there was a need for the A10 Mini Pro, but now that I got it, I really enjoy it. But my system is more than capable to handle the live stream. So that's what I'm using right now just because of the setup. And I already have all this stuff already set up over time. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. But the transition should be very easy for you to do. You just got to wrap your mind around the differences. That's all. Back to Streets of Destiny. I sent you an email using it. Yep, that's what I was just talking about. I get to you. I got it. I just haven't had a chance to answer the email. Sorry about that. Martin Luther, hi from India. Your videos have helped a lot to our live stream for our church services for the total lockdown. Thank you so much. The problem I'm facing nowadays is with audio. The voice is cracking. That sounds like, if it's cracking, I need a little bit more info on that. You might want to drop the levels on, I don't know if you're going directly into the system, or are you going through a mixer? Is the mixer going into OBS? Is it going into a camera? There's a lot of details, but you might want to balance that and start from the lowest common denominator, meaning that start with your mic. You don't want to have the mic volume super loud and then work that way. So like right now, my mic that's hanging down right here, I have that adjusted for me, but y'all said y'all couldn't do it. I can't go any higher on this, so I go to my source and I bump that up. You know, and I'm looking at it right now. There's really no point in me having the the chat up right now, because the chat that y'all are seeing is completely different than the one that I'm looking at. So let me bring this back to here, and I would try and bring it up as much as I can, because I'm scrolling back to the top of the chat and seeing what people are saying earlier. All right, so we started OBS and the problem goes away automatically. Okay, I missed that comment. So Martin, if you're still having issues like that, we might need to chat afterwards. It might be your system is having some problems with the setup. That could be a possibility. All right, and I need to turn this off so that I can stay on the chat. So I'm gonna stay up with the chat. Just know what I'm responding to is behind off of what you're seeing on the screen. Terry Robert Sr., what is the best way to display pre-rolled video loops using the ATEM Mini Pro when we want to pause our live stream? Honestly, the easiest way is have a computer connected to it and playing that as an internal source. That's the easiest way. So like, for example, let me bring up a video here, because I'm using all of this with the ATEM Mini, and let me find some drone footage or something that might be easy to find. All right, so I think we got this video. Yeah, this is when I went down to Smithfield. So if we needed to do something like that, what I would do is, and I really need to turn this control off, because I have a mouse that can go across my computers, and every time when I move, it changes everything. So if we come back over here, so my input number 2 on my ATEM is my computer screen. So if I go here right now, just like you would do live, see now it's cutting over, and I have green screen, that's why it's looking like that. Let me turn that filter off. But anyway, that's how I would do it. I would play it through a source that's going into, like, from another computer. That's the easiest way, personally, I find, to be able to play stuff like that. All right, so let's come back over here. Also back to Martin Luther. There are a lot of noise in the background in my system. Please help me with OBS auto settings. The audio gear we are using is a Soundcraft mixer and reducing ground noise through a D-box and taking USB out. Yeah, Martin, you send me an email, because there's no way I can answer all of this right now. We might have to do this on a separate session, something like that. All right, and my chat just jumped up like crazy. If y'all are just joining, hello, hello, hello. Bala, bro, I have a problem while live streaming. That is my bad internet. What do you think about that? Honestly, if your internet is bad, pre-record and then upload it, and just like somebody said earlier, set it to Premiere on a given time. That's the easiest way to get around if you have bad internet. Don't try to live stream if your internet is bad. You're just gonna make people frustrated, and then they're gonna go away from your link. Mario Morton, hey AJ, how can I improve my audio? Everybody's talking about audio. I connect the vMix through an audio interface from my mixer. Sometimes I get a faint buzz and sound is a little empty. You know what, I'm gonna have to get somebody who's way more proficient in sound on here one day, and we can maybe talk through that. Like I said, email me. We're gonna have to talk through that, because I can't really address a lot of that on here. Eshwin, watching from South Africa, hello. Is premiering pre-recorded video cost you money, and how will I be able to do that? Ace, no, it does not cost anything. It's just a feature that's built into Facebook or YouTube. You just put it in there, schedule it for the time you want it to be available, and it just does. It doesn't cost anything to do that. For the people who are watching, just like if you look at any of my videos, I've done something similar. It acts as if it's live, but it's really not. That's all it does. Kellen White, Pro Presenter versus Worship Extreme. Pro Presenter is more fully featured than Worship Extreme. Worship Extreme is free. That is your choice. We personally use Pro Presenter at our church. We don't use nowhere close to all the features that's there. So if I had it to do again, I would go with Worship Extreme based off of what we're using it for. But again, I would recommend anybody going with Worship Extreme because it's free. That puts your feet in the water. And if you need more features and it doesn't happen, you could always migrate to Pro Presenter or something else. It's just really easy since it's free. Eshwin is back. I would like to know what portable internet methods can I use for streaming from a venue with no internet? Me personally, I have used my phone as a hotspot, and any type of hotspot that's provided by your cell phone companies is available. There are other options, but they get very pricey. I'm personally, for my streaming sporting events, I am looking in the future, and this is after much growth in business, because this is not something that's very cheap. It's actually setting up a video, or whatever it's pronounced. Let me cut over here so I can show y'all. And I guess I need to turn the filter off. All right, this is what I'd like to get. And this will allow you to live stream in multiple locations, but it needs some form of connection. And like I said, it's not cheap that it goes into. You know, you can have different types of inputs and everything like that, but you need some type of connection to go to it. So this is starting at around like $1,500. The bonded backpack, honestly, is what I would really like to go to, and I will show y'all that real quick. It's a backpack that people wear that has everything that you need built into it. You have to also provide hotspots, modems that connect to it, and it's like your own personal satellite that it goes to. But like I said, you need a bunch of stuff for this to work. And like I said, it is not cheap. It's starting at around $7,000, and that does not include the networks that you have to connect it to. So you would need multiple modems and stuff like that to connect to that. But that is, if you really, really, really need something like that, that's an option for you. All right. Let's see. Streets of Dead. Let's see. Okay. Audio's good now. Thank you. Thank you. Takesha, I appreciate that. Thanks. I'll probably have a few more questions. I have a 4K Sony Handycam with a mini HDMI. I tried to connect it, but only shows the webcam. I apologize for all the questions. No, that's what this is for. It's probably just picking up your webcam. There's a setting that you have to particularly pick to pick the other one. Josh Curry, sorry if I'm pronouncing that. Joshua, excuse me. Would you prefer sending your AJay Mini Pro feed over to an app like Wirecast or broadcasting straight from the AJay Mini Pro? Honestly, Joshua, I've done both. Like right now, I'm coming from the AJay Mini Pro and it's going to OBS because I already have the bells and whistles set up for that. But there have been, like last week, I did straight from the AJay Mini Pro because I was at church and I didn't have my other system set up. It's choice, honestly. If my system wasn't fast enough to handle the live stream, I would do it from the AJay Mini Pro, but my system that's behind here was built for a dedicated live streaming system, so it can technically handle 4K live streaming. I'm not going to do that, but it can. And that's the reason I have that set up. So it's your choice. You can do either one. Caleb, what's up, man? What's your choice? AJay Mini Pro plus OBS, and that's kind of like what I was just saying. It's your choice. Me personally, because I have everything set up, I like OBS because it just makes it a lot easier for some of the stuff that I want to do that natively the A10 Mini Pro can't do. Like the A10 Mini Pro, you can't load video just like we were doing earlier. I have to play that through an input so that that goes to somebody else. And I need to turn this fan off because now it's getting a little too cold. So the A10 Mini Pro can't play video. You need to do that through a different source. And that's just me. So I personally, if I want to do really, really fancy stuff, I do that with the A10 Mini Pro with OBS, vMix, or some other external software. If I need to run and gun and want to live stream, but I don't need all the bells and whistles, I go with just the A10 Mini Pro by itself, and it's more than capable to do that. Jamie is, could you suggest settings in OBS like CBR and audio settings, etc.? I'll be honest with you. Let me show y'all what I'm doing here. Is it this one? Nah, you can't see it because I don't have it. Let me go to this screen here, and I'm gonna go to just OBS on this computer. And I'm gonna be honest, this is what I have for my audio. For my audio, I do 48 kilohertz because that's the software that I'm using. It likes it at that. But for my audio settings, don't be surprised. I have mine on simple. I don't do anything super, super fancy on mine. I'm running audio directly into the A10 Mini, and that's it. I plug the A10 Mini directly in or that way. Now, if I go to my church, it's the exact same way. I have all the audio coming into my capture device, and that's it. So like, actually, let's cut back over here and let's remote in to my church and let's see the system there. I think I turned everything off. I hope I turned everything off, because if not, I'm gonna have to go back. And let's go to the live stream here. Let's see, is my key working? Yes, it is. And we're gonna talk about this in a video, how to do this picture-in-picture type stuff. I'm working on that. So let's open up OBS. This is my church's live streaming system. And okay. So if I come in here, our sound is just coming. Why do I have all this stuff muted? Oh, if I come in here from sound, we start live streaming, our audio is coming directly from the Stream Deck. If I go to the settings, go to our output, we're at 128 audio bit rate, and that's it. I'm not doing anything extra. That's just how I'm doing mine. Our audio is coming from our board. It's coming directly into the UltraMatch Studio to convert it from digital to the digital that the original ATEM television studio accepts. We run that into that, and that's it. We really don't tweak. We don't have an extra aux. We're copying the same audio that's going to the house is going to our live stream, because we're just not at that point to do any of the super, super fancy stuff like that. So, sorry to disappoint y'all, but I'm not there. Like I said, I'm gonna bring some other people in that can do some more detailed stuff, because I can hear y'all. Y'all want some help with the audio. So let me reach out and get some other people who know a lot more than audio than me, and we can address that. Tia Clay, what's the best videos you suggest to learn DaVinci Resolve? It's a bit of a learning curve. I started using it based on your suggestion. Tia, actually, I said this to our Facebook group. I've been meaning to actually start putting together some simple type of tutorials for DaVinci Resolve. I meant to do it. I actually started to do it the other day, but then the internet at the church went out. So I'm gonna try and put some stuff together as a beginner 101 to try and get everybody acclimated with that. So that's coming soon. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Toby, we go for the last name. Oh, well, thank you for giving the name there. Hey AJ, I'm Joe from Nigeria. Hello. How do I show what A10 Mini Pro is streaming on the church TV monitors, please? And I actually have a video talking about that. I just haven't edited it and put it together, where we'll show you how to do that. Honestly, the easiest way is HDMI out, and you just connect that with a splitter to your TVs. Now, if you want to keep using the HDMI out and use that for multi-view, so like for example, if I hit multi-view right now, see, this is what you're seeing. And that's only coming out over the HDMI. I'm gonna miss this if I need to use the HDMI out. So what I was talking about is getting another computer, doesn't have to be very powerful, do USB out from the ATEM Mini into that computer, like OBS or something like that, and then just do full screen in OBS, and then let the OBS, that computer just running it that has the regular monitor out or whatever, let that connect to your screen, and now you can still have multi-view, but you can still have that going out to other monitors. Like I said, I did a video on that. I just haven't had a chance to edit it and put it up, but that's honestly the easiest way to do that. Martin Luther, you're welcome. Daniel Enoch, hey. Can you make video on OBS streaming settings, going through the different hardware and software encoding? Yes, I actually did one on hardware and video encoding, but if you want something more detailed, I will work on that. Baba, I am in Richmond, Virginia, in the United States. That's where I am at. Jay Hernandez. AJ, have you checked out Mob Crush? Someone recommended on our Facebook media page for simulcasting to Facebook and YouTube for free. No, I have not, but I will look at that. Let's see. Greetings, AJ. Is it possible to add a DSLR on ATEM Mini Pro to work for live streaming, or can I use a DSLR for my running recorder for live streaming? You know what? Why don't we try that out? Just so I can show y'all firsthand how that will work. Give me half a second. All right, so we got my DSLR right here. And hopefully the battery is fine. All right, good. So I got a charge on here. So let's go ahead. Where's my tripod? I need one. There we go. So let's go ahead and set this up. And like I said, I'm gonna connect this to the ATEM Mini right now. And hopefully I have a cable that's nearby, because if not, then I gotta run off camera again and get a cable. All right, so we're live, right? Well, I'm getting video here. You know, I need to get a cable. Hold on, I need a cable. Yay, got a cable very fast. All right, so we got a HDMI mini micro, whatever it's called, from there. So let's unplug number 4, and my cable just fell on the floor. We're plugging into there. And now let's plug into the DSLR. Now the main thing, the DSLR can work. It just depends on your DSLR, because sometimes it doesn't like the length of the video. So we're hooked up. Let's go over to here, and there. We're now connected over our DSLR, connected to the ATEM Mini. So if I show you, see, as you can see, that's where I'm connected to. Y'all are seeing all the comments and all the other fun stuff. So yes, it can work, but my DSLR, which is a Nikon D5300, I do not have an external source of power. So I am limited by the battery. So you could be live streaming, then all of a sudden battery gone, boom, your stuff is shut off. So it's not like it won't work. You need to also make sure that your DSLR can do a clean output like mine did, so that works as well too. So hopefully that answered your question. Let me turn that off, move this out of the way. Over here, and let's cut back to some more questions. DL Holly, newbie, what's the A10 Mini Pro? It is a video switcher, a very, 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 very affordable video switcher. Normally video switchers were like $20,000. Blackmagic came out with one that was the ATEM television studio, which messed everybody up because it was only $1,000. But last year around October, they came out with the A10 Mini, which does the same thing but turns everything into a webcam that you can connect to your computer without needing a capture card, and it was only $300. Awesome. But then I think 6 months later they came out with the A10 Mini Pro, which now allows you to also live stream from that box itself. So you don't need a separate computer. That whole little thing that you just saw does everything. It is a very, very good investment for $600, excuse me, to get your church. Is it $600? $590? I think it's $595, something like that, or $695. Just say $700 because I'm messing up the count. That is a very cheap investment to get your church live streaming to where you can have 4 input devices, whether it be 3 cameras, 1 computer, 2 computers, 1 camera, whatever. And it can live stream itself to wherever you want to. So that's the A10 Mini Pro in a nutshell. Pastor Williams, do you put anything on your glasses to keep from the glare? No, I do not. I think just with all the settings and stuff like that, it stops it. I do have like these the fades that on my glasses that when bright light comes in, it turns dark. Thankfully, I'm not getting any type of glare. I don't know. Plus, I'm using soft LED lights here to the left, because if I turn this off, see, this is what you see without the lights being on. Let me go here. And then let's turn these lights back on. I don't see that much of a glare on here. Let me know. But no, I don't put anything on my glasses for that. ICL online or Stream Deck add-on, right? I'm missing what you're saying. There, ILC online. Jose Abraham, what do I do to project the program into TVs into the church? I think we talked about that. I need a little bit more information. Are you talking from OBS? Are you talking from a switcher? Need a little bit more information. Oh, you said it right there with the A10 Mini Pro. Kind of just talked about that, but I will have another video to talk about that in more detail. I mean, actually, I did a video, the complete video setup. If you look through that, I show how I connect to all that as well too. But another breakdown video is coming hopefully later today. Depends on if my daughter wants to play with Play-Doh today. Will depend on if I can do that or not. Pastor Mel Salas, the Great I Am Faith Center. We have a Sony high-end video camera with HDMI, but our computer doesn't have a HDMI input, so we can't find our camera for OBS. Yeah, you need a capture device. You need something like this, the Camlink, the Elgato HD60, or some form of capture device that will turn into an HDMI in into something that your computer can understand. Or the A10 Mini does that. You connect it to the A10 Mini like I just did, and it comes out USB and it connects to your computer. That's how that will show up. Tia says, you're welcome. Cameron Lamont, hello. Pastor Williams, thank you. I looked at DaVinci Resolve with a deer in the headlight. Yeah, it's a lot, but like I said, I'm gonna start coming out with some kind of one-on-one videos, and we can break it down as simple as possible to help y'all out with that, because I use that all the time. I felt the exact same way. I've been using Sony Vegas for 10 years, and then I just cut over to DaVinci Resolve, forced myself to learn it, and that's what I've been using for the last 3 years. So it is possible to learn it. How do you make your church graphics? I use videohive.net, And now I use Elements. I paid for a license for it so I can download as much as I want. So if we come over here and over here like that, I'll turn my key on. This is where I get my graphics from. So I always recommend people to sign up for this because every month they give this stuff out for free. And actually, I don't think I downloaded this. So they have Instagram stories. This whole template has already been made. You just got to put your images in it and you change it. Now you do need After Effects and other project softwares like that to work. But if you do, honestly, you can get After Effects, do a trial for 30 days, then make all the graphics that you need. So I need to download all of this if I haven't already. And they give music, all this other stuff that you can get for free, and you're building your collection. It's free. They come out every month with this. So this is gonna be ending pretty soon. You can sign up right now. It's free to sign up. It's free. Download this, and now this is yours. You have still photography. You have some coronavirus tracker code for your website. Sometimes they give you themes for an entire website. They give you a static image, like here's a clean certificate that you can add and give it away. 3D objects if you're into 3D modeling, and they give out music that you can use, that they give you a license so that you could play it on YouTube, Facebook, and if you get hit, you have a license to say that I have permission to use this. So it's free stuff. But I come in here and I have a package of After Effects. I bought a package for my church and I do all the graphics using that. That comes with lower thirds, titles. That's the same thing I do on my channel here. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's cut back over here. Daniel, I'm unable to use NVIDIA encoder in OBS. Would appreciate if you could address that in a video. Also, if you can explain or do some video on adding image mask in OBS. Thanks for the support. Hey Daniel, I will work on that. If the NVIDIA encoder is not showing up in OBS, kind of like how mine is. Let me cut back over here. And right here. So the encoder uses the video card inside your computer to help render and encode the video that's coming into your computer, turns it into ones and zeros, and processes it for online. Most people don't have a graphics card in their computer. That's people who are struggling, saying like, oh, I'm getting an encoder issue, it's not live streaming, my stuff is staggering, because your processor in your computer is not fast enough to handle that. The easiest way to do that is to get a graphics card that's normally meant for games and leverage that to encode for you. But not all graphics cards can do that. So I have an NVIDIA card. So if I come in here, see, I have the hardware NVENC as an option to handle my live stream, which is just like my live streaming system over here is doing. Not every card has that. The easiest way for you to tell if you have that is if your graphics card from NVIDIA has an X in the name. So the GTX kit has the live streaming parts inside of it so that you can encode, or the RTX has it. If your card is just a GT, it doesn't have the features to do the live stream. Now, if you do have a GTX card or RTX card and it's not there, you need to just reinstall the latest drivers for your video card, and it should install it on OBS. So for those who didn't understand that, that's perfectly fine. So hopefully, Daniel, that answers your question. And yes, I will work on those items as well. Shane Bannerman, what's an NDI cable look like? Is it the same as a coax cable, like an old school TV cable? Well, Shayna, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. An NDI cable is not a cable at all. It is a virtual cable. It is using your network to connect the two devices together as if it was a cable. NDI is a protocol of how to send video and audio over your network, over your Wi-Fi to another computer. So it's not really a cable, it's a protocol. Back to our comments here. JC Matthew, hey AJ, can I take the HDMI output from one if of my desktops, I'm assuming that's what it is. One of my desktops have an HDMI to Cat6 converter, run it over 60 feet, and split the Ethernet signal into 3, and again convert it to HDMI and give it into a TV. No, you can't. Well, actually, it depends on the type of converter. What you're pretty much asking is, I've installed some extenders. So you go from HDMI into a box, converts it into Ethernet. HDMI can reliably only go 20 feet unless you get some specialized cable, but that's the way to lengthen it. So you go 20 feet, plug it into this converter box, converts it to Ethernet. Ethernet can go, depending on the box, sometimes it can go 100 feet, 160 feet. Then it converts back to that to HDMI, and then connects to whatever. That's how you can extend that cable. What he's saying is, can you run that into the Ethernet, split the Ethernet, and then connect it to a bunch of other boxes and get you the same thing? Honestly, I would say no, but it all depends on if the people who make that converter supports that. So it's kind of hard for me to say an overarching yes or no. It depends on that. But the ones I've used, no, that wouldn't work. It's like a 1-to-1, or like the Ori one that I had, it sends 4 different signals out to different boxes. So that's how mine would have worked. All right, where we at? Tia, what's the link? I missed it. Tia, let me know. I'm sorry, a whole bunch of comments. I forgot which comment that you're talking about. Jaden Fuller, hey AJ, have you ever made animated graphics in ProPresenter? Yes, I have, and I stopped just because a lot of the stuff that I do, I can push the limits, but my whole goal is for me not to have a job, meaning that I like doing all the stuff that I'm doing at the church, but I need what I'm doing to be easily repeatable. Like right now, unfortunately, at my church, they know when I'm not there. They know when I'm not in the media booth, because there is a difference. What I'm trying to do is simplify what I'm doing. Even if I wanted to do advanced stuff, I'm rolling that back because I know where the other people in my media ministry are, and I want it to be duplicatable. I don't want it to be, oh, we know AJ's up in the booth today. Oh, we know blah, blah, blah's in the booth today. We know this. I want it to be, they don't know who it is, because all of us can easily repeat the skills across the board. So can I do graphics and animation in ProPresenter? Yes, I could, but no one else in my media ministry is doing that. So that's why I choose not to do it. And that's kind of like the same way with video announcements. It's only 2 people who are doing video announcements right now, and then between me and him, ours are completely different. He's using iMovie, and then I'm using DaVinci Resolve to make mine. So it's a vast difference, and I'm trying to bridge that gap. I want anything that I do to be repeatable. I don't want my media ministry to depend on me. I want it to be that it's easy for anybody to do. So that's a whole lot of stuff to answer that question that you're talking about. Pastor Mel, what was the name of the capture device you mentioned? It was the Elgato HD60S or the Elgato Camlink. That's these. Now, these are the ones everybody's been buying. Me personally, I use the Blackmagic design capture devices because, first off, most people haven't been buying them. They are internal. They go inside the computer. They do have external ones, like the Intensity Shuttle, but they've been readily available because most people know about these. So again, the Elgato HD60S, the Elgato Camlink 4K, but then I use the Blackmagic Design Deck Link series of mini recorders or Intensity Shuttle. Eshwin, AJ, what is your current upload speed for streaming? Mine currently right now, because like I said, I recently moved. I'll just let y'all see right now what I get. So let's cut over here. Let's cut over to the computer. And we're just going to run an upload test right now, shall we? Now, I am live streaming at the same time. So that is my download speed. I'm paying for like 300 download speed, but that doesn't mean nothing. The upload speed is what the main issue is. The main number that we need to be concerned about. So when we're uploading, even while I'm live streaming, I'm getting 9. So that's half. So I'm rated to get 25 upload. So again, I'm intentionally dropping my speed, and my live stream actually just tanked here for a second while I did that, because I'm limited on what I can do on that. So you're probably seeing it's probably getting better right now. So my stuff redlined just now because of the speed. So if anything fluctuated, it was because I was testing right there. But that is the speed that I'm currently getting. 360 down and 10 megabits upload. So I'm not really happy with that, but that is the limitation of what I have right now. All right, let's go back over here. Oh, there it goes. Daniel, you're welcome. Anthony Thompson, who is a Patreon supporter, thank you, thank you. How can I use my Sony Handycam CX440 with OBS? You need a capture card. That's it, and it should show up for you. Brian Woolley, have you ever tried the Apple TV app for NDI monitor? No, I have not. I'm not an Apple person. I have an iPad. I've had a lot of people reach out to me saying that they're using Apple products. They like what I'm doing, but I don't do a lot of Apple stuff. I'm working on that. I really need to buy myself like a MacBook or something like that, just so I can help the other churches who I know that they want Apple stuff. So I don't mean to be mean or nothing like that. I just don't have it. But I'll work towards that. So to answer your question, no. Also let you know I am working towards getting some type of Mac products so that the same stuff I'm talking about, I actually can show and talk about that from a Mac perspective as well. Because right now I have to borrow people's stuff so I can answer y'all's questions or when somebody has me that. Shane was saying, my bad, I meant SDI, not NDI. All right, give me 1 second. So, wanted to know SDI. SDI is this. Let me go here. SDI is this. It's pretty much just, what is it, RG6, RG9? I can't remember the actual code. It's coax cable, but it's a certain ohmage, and it has a lock that you click in and lock. This is a studio grade cable. This cable can send video and audio up to 300 feet before it needs to be converted, get amplified, stuff like that. So I normally use an HDMI to SDI converter, and it just plugs in. My capture card, Deck Link, has HDMI in and SDI in, so I can just lock it in place and something won't get knocked loose. Everything in my church is using this, but the ATEM Mini doesn't. But you can still use this. You just got to convert it to HDMI, which plugs into the ATEM Mini. All right. Y'all got me running back and forth today. Let's see. Seraphin, hey AJ, is there a way to stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time using OBS? Yes, you need to use a service like Restream, or Caster or something like that. And I think Jay Hernandez was telling me about something new that I need to go back and I should have wrote down so I can actually look at it. But you need something like that to do that. Now I am, for those who asked, I did do a video also on Streamlabs OBS that can do that natively. That's coming as well too. I probably need to re-record it because I did it at 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to redo it again. But you need something like that, or a program that's built in to handle it. Like vMix can do it natively itself, but in OBS you need some type of secondary simulcasting service to do that. Church graphics. Oh, okay, Tia. That was videohive.net. And I'll put that in the comments here. Can I reply? No. Hold on. So that was videohive.net. And it's a suite of sites. Once you sign up to one, you have them all. So, Matt Woods. Oh, thank you, Matt. What's the best option? This is JC Matthew. What is the best option to use when I need to project on 3 TVs which are 60 feet from the media box? I have output as HDMI. That would be kind of like what I was just recently using at a church. That is the Ori HDMI extender. Let me cut over here and show you exactly what I used. Let me go to my orders real quick and show you exactly what I had gotten. That would be this. This is what I got. So this will come in HDMI. Click on this. HDMI comes in, and you also have a loop out, so you can connect something there. But then it will go out to up to 4 devices. You can run Cat 6 cable out and go up to 165 feet, and then it has another converter box that Ethernet cable is sending power, video, and audio. So you just need to run one cable. This, put some double-sided Velcro, stick it on the bottom of it, stick it onto the back of the TV, HDMI out into your TV, and that's it. And that is what I have used. And I don't know who's trying to call me right now. They have to wait. So, let's see. HDMI to Ethernet is good info, as we plan to replace VGA projector to HDMI TV soon, 50 feet. Yep, that will work. Sunny S, hello. Any third-party devices to manage the camcorders? I know they're basic, but they wanted to check at least to zoom. Yeah, unfortunately, the R800 is pretty much the bottom of the barrel. There is no remote that you can connect to it. There is no Wi-Fi connection that you do it. I mean, unfortunately, no. You need to step it up another level. So like the Panasonic V770 allows you to connect it over your phone, can connect to it and control it. But that's it. Edwall, hi AJ, thanks for your response. I just got the A10 Mini yesterday, but I'm struggling with overlaying my lyrics on my video. Do I need more than one computer? We use Wirecast in our church. No, you don't. It's you just go, I guess I'm gonna have to do another a video to help out with that and just do some other stuff, because I know I talk a lot about stuff and I want to make some more simplified versions. So I will work on that for you. Antone, cool, thanks. I will be using the Blackmagic Deck Link. Okay, cool. Can I use my Rode Wireless Go with the Handycam? Yes, you can. If the camera has a mic in, yes, you can. If not, if you use a Wirecast, connect the Rode mic to your computer and then use that as the audio. That's kind of like how I use mine as well. And Sonny's last question to, any thoughts on H2R graphics? No, I don't have anything right now. I haven't had a chance to look into that so far. So my phone has been blowing up. So I think we've probably gone on a while. I've gone on for an hour here. So again, thank y'all all for joining me. For those who I sent you a message or said I need you to email me, please do that. And again, I think I did that AYC answering your comments live, so I can show y'all that for those who said, AJ, you haven't responded to me, you're not that busy. Yes, actually I am really that busy. That was just from comments from YouTube videos. That's not including emails, that's not including calls, that's not including clients. So I'm doing my best to reach out to y'all. Thankfully for so much growth and things like that. I'm really thankful for that, because I remember when it was just me talking. So I am more than thankful for all of y'all who are subscribing, new subscribers, the supporters on Patreon and all the other platforms. Thank y'all so much. I really, 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 really appreciate that. and I'm opening this up because I want to see where we're at, because we're doing a giveaway for the For Me Media Group, a 4K video editing system at 20,000 subscribers. And as of right now, let's see where we're at. Right now, we are at, and I can't do that because of my green screen. Oh well, let's cut over and see it anyway. And y'all can't see the numbers because of that. So let me turn this off so we can see what the numbers are. So let's do this instead. So as of right now, we're at 19,780. So we have 220 subscribers to go. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and it helps us reach more people. And some lucky person from the For Me Media Group is going to win a 4K video editing system, which is right there on the floor that you can't see. There's my drawer open. And it's free to join that. This is a community where it's like-minded people like us who are in media ministry, sharing and growing and teaching and learning all together. So if you haven't joined that, link is in the description. Go ahead and join, become an e-missionary. So, because we're going with our mission to share God's message throughout the entire world, leveraging technology. That's what an e-missionary is. That's what our goal is here, is to help reach, empower, and train y'all to be more effective in helping your church, your community, your city, your state, your country, the world. So that's about it. Again, thank y'all for the Patreon supporters that we have that make this possible, and stand by for other videos and things like that. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll be talking to y'all soon. For those who are on the For Me Media Group, we're going to be having our roundtable this Sunday. Stand by, I will post the call-in information for that. And that is every 2 weeks. We have a roundtable where we just sit down and talk about the good, bad, and the ugly that's going on at church. And it's more of an intimate setting, kind of like this, but everybody can talk and interact with each other. And it's just not me talking, it's me learning from y'all and vice versa. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. Like I said, thank y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Jamie, what are the rules to get the product? The rules for the computer to win the computer is you just have to be a part of the media ministry, the For Me Media Ministry Group. We're going to randomly pick somebody, and the group has recommended that we make sure it's just not people just joining just to get a computer. So they have to show where their church is, a picture of their church, maybe calling and speaking with the pastor or something like that. That's what the group said, not me. So again, it's random. People are going to win that. And my whole goal back to y'all as a thank you is that every time we hit a new goal, right now I think we're saying every 10,000 that we gain, that we do a giveaway of something to bless y'all, a church, a ministry, an individual, something like that. So that's my way of giving back to y'all. So we did one at 10,000. That was a live streaming system that a church in Kentucky won. This is now a 4K video editing system, and we're going to be looking to do some other stuff as well too. My whole goal is to actually give away an A10 Mini Pro when they're back in stock, if I can get access to them. So don't hold me to that, but we are looking at doing something at 30,000 subscribers. 40,000, 50, and 100,000 is going to be something major, something really big. But anyway, and we just got a new subscriber, so yay, thank y'all. So anyway, how do I join for the computer? All you got to do is go to Facebook, look up the For Me Media Group, Modern Media Ministry Made Easy, 4 M's and an E. Modern Media Ministry Made Easy. Search for that, join. It's 3 questions. Got to follow the rules, as in no live streaming in the group. Don't post your church stuff. Don't do none of that stuff. This is meant to be an environment for us to ask questions, just like I'm doing here this Friday. But you can ask questions at any time, and it's not just me answering them. We have a community of almost 900 some people that we're all helping each other. That's how you join. Very free. Free to join. Just answer the questions, abide by the rules, and that's it. So anyway, I think I've blabbed enough. Y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all. And if nobody has ever told you, if you're working in media ministry, you are important. You are helping reach and spread the message of Jesus Christ throughout the entire world. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. We will see you on the next video. And where's my end? I don't know where that is. So anyway, bye.